Now, can you hear me? Or it could be something in the eCam itself. Just give me pause to have a look. It could be something in eCam itself. I need to check the sounds. Whoops. Sound levels. It's looking like I'm going out quite fine on my eCam, so I'm not sure what the issue is. That's a bit of a mystery at the moment. Can you hear me? Yes, good. Good. It's looking like I can. So I can hear now. So that's good. Thank you. Now let's go back up to the top. Here we are. And yeah, Michaela, you couldn't hear either. Good morning. And Kylie, you couldn't hear either. I don't know what the problem was. Yeah, I had everything set all right. So that's weird. And I can't hear you. And good morning from Michelle. Looks like there was a general, no one could hear me. And I'll just say hi to Kalia. Wonderful to have you here too. Now, I'll just go past where I said disappearing. Can you hear? Yay, there. Good. I'll go back to there. Great. That's better from everyone. So I'll go back down to good morning from Kylie. Saying good morning. And Michelle, love the hair. Oh, thank you. I had it cut on the 1st of March. I decided new season, I was going to go short. And it is shorter. I was even wanting shorter, but the hairdresser convinced me, try this first. So that's what I've done. Taking a bit to get used to it. I was so used to having it longer. But it's lovely. Thank you for the compliments. And Sarah, good morning to you too, beautiful friend. It's lovely to be here, and we are here for the daily Lenormand card spread reading, as I said. The general card spread reading for any who come in and return again, knowing that it is you tap into your spiritual connection so that you are getting the most relevant messages direct from spirit to you. I'm giving a general guidance. It's not the individual card pulls and answering individual questions. It is some of this work is your responsibility. Get to learn again, relearn. We all have that within us that can tap into our spiritual connections directly, whether it's as mediumship for speaking with spirits on the other side or just knowing there is that help and assistance with you at that soul level, that you receive the messages. Be open to what they're giving you as messages, and the way that you interpret them is your responsibility. So here we go. We're going to, oh, good morning, Jody. Just noticed you've joined us. Thank you. And, oh, a lovely wink from Michaela. Thank you. I keep saying it wrong, don't I? It's Michaela, isn't it? Anyway, here we go. Over to the cards. Oh, now I've bumped them. It was perfectly all straight and in line when I started. I must have bumped the card table. So here we are. I'll pull the card that is the owl card that I start with. And that is this little beauty. Being unique is better than being perfect. I know we've had this reasonably recently because I've reshuffled them too. And of course that camera isn't. There we go. Look at those beautiful eyes, that looking into the eyes, the windows of the soul, aren't they? But anyway, being unique is better than being perfect. But that uniqueness itself is the perfection. So that's how I see it. And now we're going to just quickly share the card that is from the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck that Leanne and Deb have created. And this morning it is different. You can see that it is the Broom card. And here we go with that. Try to get it lined up. Clear out the clutter. Make way to receive your blessings. And look at the beautiful glitter glow. I just love the gilding that Leanne and Deb have done on this. It's beautiful. So we are going to be using that broom. So, well, it just looks like there's a bit of work in it for us today. And certainly the spread itself is going to confirm that. Because what we've got here is, oh, by the way, before I get started, am I loud enough in the microphone setting? I know we had to check that you could hear me. Am I loud enough? Can you hear me well enough? Because I can have the, I think I do have the ability to turn it up a little bit more if you need it. Or you can turn your own up, I suppose. Anyway, here we go with the start of our card spread. Yeah, it's okay, good. Thank you. So from the start position, number 1, home space. We do live in our home. That's where we start each and every day. Beautiful energy with the moon in our home space. Then in the second space that's on the right-hand side of the cross, we've got the work energies. And what we've got there is the park card or garden, whichever. I think in the older terms it is called park. And here we go in the third position at the top of the cross, that is the unexpected energies. We've got the birds. Down here in our role for today, in that fourth position, we have coffin. You can't quite see that fully. I did have the whole thing set up, but I'll shift it when we get to seeing the card. So that's the fourth position, and right in the center of our cross we have bear as being that outcome card, or even that is pivotal to what our stories are today, what the messages are that we're going to be receiving. So right now, good morning, Michelle. Yes, beautiful cards, aren't they? Oh, I think I have already said good morning to you, but that's all right. Any number of times, doesn't matter. Right, back to the stories that we can create in our life. What we feel, what we experience as our past brings us to where we are in our present. And right now we have all the possibilities moving forward in how we think and bring forward and feel. We're thinking and feeling into what our desires and what we hope for. And that is intention. So start to set your intention even now for the day to create the best stories that you can for your day forward, because they are your story, your creation, your what is next. You can create it for yourself. Okay, and we have got Lynn here. Good morning, Lynn. Lovely to have you here. I don't know that I've seen you before. So we're just about to start, Lynn. So tune into your spiritual guidance and see what they've got for you in this general card spread reading. Moon in that home energy really is. Sorry, I just saw your comment there, Sarah, but you're asking of Michelle, did she change her profile pic? And we can, and that's an interesting thing, being able to change up our story from each and every moment of when we are in our present moment to the next one. It can change, sometimes in an instant, as we know, from what we first intended. But this is where the moon energy in our home space, our heart space, that we begin our day with, essentially. Wherever we do lay our heads and awaken from, we are creating what is that next in our cycle, in our story, and all the possibilities of what that is. Sure, we've got some basis of what is an imprint, blueprint, Akashic records, soul contract, and all of that we may understand about what our life is. But that's why that reminds me, because of this mechanism that's sitting under this depiction of the moon. It is the cosmic, it's the stars, it's the zodiac wheel and all sorts of things that are what our cycles are and where we were at our natal birth, all that sort of stuff. It really is that creation of what is the basis of the good for all, but it's also that allowance that we have free will still to be able to choose and change and shift things up and around as we need to. And as we're directed with guidance from spirit, because we ourselves in our own energies by ourselves don't always have the know-how or the ability to really push it forward without asking for that help from spirit or friends or others, because they can be brought to us by spirit to be that next helping stage or new information or guidance, or the things that are brought into our life for purpose even. So here we have the moon really meaning so much of a diverse thing for each and every one of us, but it actually is individual to us. So step into that in trust, find out where you feel. What are you feeling emotionally even, and what things are triggering it off? And maybe it is something, if we step back and take that, that more witnessing instead of being completely involved in it from all angles, we can see sometimes a different perspective that gives us that aha and knowing, and understanding then to the next step and stage. So it can be in your relationships throughout the day, in your family home space, that you get that sort of interaction that's bringing you those moments that you have an increase understanding, and conversation, and things move along, because that's where I'm picking up the energy of those unexpected moments from the birds too. Okay, so we're bringing that then into our workspace. I work from home, so it's reasonably connected. But what we've got here is the park. And I'm just going to have to move a little bit because I'm twisting too much. Just a slurp of coffee. Hang on a sec. Thank you. I love it how you are so understanding of my little bits. We need a slurp occasionally, don't we? And I love this designed card, like how Sarah... Sorry, how my mind just went blank then. I had to look at the card deck. Oh, for those who may not have been here, just a quick reminder, it's Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Reverie we're using, that I've been using for a long time. So, oh, Rachel, it's lovely to have you here as a newbie. Just open your heart and mind to your spiritual connection and allow them to help guide you as you're listening too. And it's a beautiful, formal, lush garden here with a park. Some of those parks have the rotundas and gazebos or patios, or I think they're called gazebos in most of them. And this one looks like it's the in our local, like the Adelaide Botanic Gardens, it's got that tropical arena, the place where it's tropical. This looks more tropical. It looks beautiful and lush. And what a grand entrance to the park with the fountain, and there's white peacock, and there's other depictions here, doves and all sorts. It really is what feels like the embodiment of almost stepping into the Garden of Eden. It's directing us to actually be open, become into our full-on public self, really knowing, acknowledging who we are, how we are presenting to others. It's not that we have to be specifically primmed and trimmed and proper and, all the right dresses, clothes and fashion and all that sort of stuff to actually be someone we're not in public. It's being fully yourself in your natural ways and stepping out into the park. It is a public arena. It's almost like if you're feeling in your business sense that you're needing to get your soapbox out and put forward who you are, what you intend, how you are helping people, what sort of problems you solve, all sorts of things. I'm feeling this in the business sense, in the work sense, as far as how are you marketing yourself, bringing that essence, that side of what your business, what your work is, to that public arena. Are you being fully present in helping others through each stage of what your work is today? And that's relevant whether you're an employee or the boss or the business owner. It really is being present in that fullness of who you are. Like the owl said, it's being unique is better than being perfect. So be unique, create what is your natural garden feel for your natural public out there image, because it's not just an image. Yes, sure, we judge a book by its cover and what people look like and the rest, but it's actually the energy that you're putting out there with it as well, being that unique you, authentic and standing in your power and message of who you are, your purpose. So that's what I'm feeling from that space today. We've got the birds in that unexpected, being able to assist us at unexpected moments. They're there to pop in and chatter with us with relevant. Don't listen to the gossip. This is not about the gossip stuff. It is about just keeping open line communication with both avenues, the work and the home space, because it's why it's above, to be an umbrella above both of these situations, work and home. That is what most of us talk about in our work-life balance, life-work balance, and leaving some time for just fun. I just love this. This is my fun. And creating new things is my fun. Creating what we have in our workspace and what we're wanting to put out or sell or market, all those different aspects of business, work, and just loving the home space, because the moon energy it can be a bit emotional, but it is that nurturing, softer energy of the night, bringing in those gentle messages and communicating. And that can be our dreams too. Wonderful. Now I am just going to move this a bit if I can, so we can see all of the coffin card. There we go. So we're now moving down to our role and what that is for us. For those who may be seeing there is a troll there, do not respond to anyone that asks you to inbox for accurate readings. They are spammers, trolls, whatever the term is. Now, and this is where the clean sweep is. Our role is to actually allow what is dead, what is no longer needed, what is surplus, all of that stuff. Here we've got the treasures that are taken. Oh, good morning, Misty Love, Misty Divine Love. Blessings to you. I am sending this out to the Body Soul app as well again today. And I just saw the comments popping up on the screen for my iPad. So thank you, Misty. And she's loving my hair too. It is a little different, still getting used to it. And it is this change up. Our role really is to clean out what is old and not needed anymore, because change is what's the inevitable. And as we are shifting and moving forward with being present and taking those next steps, as I'd mentioned to start with, we do need to sometimes use this broom. This broom is the one that's going to help us to clear out those dead energies that we're not needing, that's not serving us. It is allowing that clear flow through. Open the doors and windows as if you are clearing out energies on a beautiful spring day, because I know that you like Misty Divine Love, you'd be into your spring now. Yeah, it is your spring, isn't it? Because we've just entered our autumn here in South Australia, in Australia. So clear and cleanse, let it move out, even to the point of doing ceremony if needed. This is our personal, this is for you, your role card. So bring in what your spiritual guidance is, guiding you to do as those steps, and allow them to show you, and, have that conversation with them. Here we've still got the birds there, just as much an important factor in life to converse. Have the conversations with your spiritual guidance. So whether it be prayer or it's meditation or in whatever form, be open to it. Open your heart to them as to what are your desires and needs and what you perceive as being your purpose. And they may guide you to just that slight different edge and help clear out what isn't serving that purpose anymore. So many different ways to be open to it as well. So, good day, Corinda. Lovely to see you here too. Acknowledgement. Very nice to see so many from around and about. So as we're moving then into that central card, the outcome card, the bear, the energy that bear is, it is work. There is sayings that involve that life wasn't meant to be easy. Well, we can move through even difficult situations and hard work with perception, with that ability to shift it from absolutely damn difficult to being with ease, because we're allowing the energy to flow through and bringing forward that ease. We've got the bear here that is paddling under this water line. You don't see that. You see the nice gliding through the water. The same with ducks and swans and, well, anything that seems to swim out in the water. Mostly you see that elegance and the grace of how that movement is. But the action really is getting that progress moving forward. And we can, by the end of our day, know that we've done what we need to for the relevant things that's in our purpose through the day. So, and yeah, Sarah, you speak with them every day. The more you open up, the more you're seeing here. Absolutely. And it really is that interaction as we're bringing all the elements of our reading in today, as far as, the communication at all different points of where we're at. whether it's with ourselves even, because some of our self-talk can be downright disrespectful. So pick yourself up and sort of say, look, hang on, I deserve better than that, to self, because we each do. Everybody deserves a level of respect to at least be listened to, and then we can respond and listen back. Like, it is that communication, it's two-way. If you don't have ears around to hear, what's the point of speaking? That type of thing. Really, yeah, get into it for the day-to-day in whatever way you need to. There's certainly a mix of messages for us there, and in whatever context, your spirit guidance, bringing those to you throughout the day, trust and honour that what you're being guided toward is the right path for you. If you query it, just have a chat with them. It's like when I was a kid, I can remember being angry at God because I was brought up in a good, strong Christian home where you prayed and read the Bible and all of that, what is recognised as the usual. But, you know, I was getting angry because something wasn't working out and I was being directed to something else, and it felt like, you know, I was arguing with him. And it was certainly that him type of factor in those days because this is a while ago. But it did feel so comfortable really when I was young, but I sort of thought I heard an answer that was no. Okay. Sometimes it might not be exactly what you're expecting, but trust that it's in whatever direction that is in your best interest and for the good of all. It really is. Some of that trust we've lost in self, pick it up again. We've just forgotten it and dropped it. And it can be a practice thing as well. Remember, we are unique. Each and every day, every morning we wake up, something new is ahead for us. So, and Sandra, good morning, Sandra. She shared some important messages today. Thank you. I'm sharing them from spirit. Sometimes I'll get off and think, what the heck did I say? And that is that trust that I have, that what I'm putting out, and each and every one of you, what you're putting out is meant for someone somewhere. We don't have to be in agreement with each other all the time. That's the thing. There are those little nuggets of what can be shared that we don't know who it's for. Just trust that it will be for purpose for someone. And thank you, lovely. The more I look at your beautiful hairstyle, I see the child peace in a pod. Oh, thank you. I love that. Thank you, because I just like having fun. It really is, yeah. And seeing the comments and being able to interact like this and having fun. Yeah, I've never been someone that goes for what the look is and the rest. Anyway, it's a different story, isn't it? Being here, being present, and hello from Lynn. It's lovely to see each and every one of you. The recordings are ready. As soon as this broadcast ends, they are available to re-watch as many times as you like, or direct someone else to come to wherever you're watching this from, to be able to watch as a new person too and see what messages there might be for you. And thanks, Michelle, for that. Things to consider today, absolutely. And dear, wow, Rosie, thank you, dear. You probably haven't seen it since Tuesday when I got it cut. It was 8:30 in the morning. It's why I did need to hurry up the Tuesday morning one. I was going to get my hair cut, and yes, it is short compared to what I've been used to. I'm still getting used to it. And that's another thing too. We do find it, in general, most people do find it very hard to accept compliments. So I'm just saying a thank you. I'm making no excuses, I hope. So it is lovely. It feels nice and light, and it's lovely to have the feedback. So thank you. And Lynn, you are new? Yeah. So look, it's wonderful to have new people on and sharing this. So tap back into this at any point in the day if you need a reminder. It's still in the channel where you're watching it from. I don't ever delete them. They'll be there for however long anyone wants to keep it there. If it's a sucky thingy and he decides to close the whole lot down, it's gone from that one. If it's YouTube, all that. And yes, it does. It makes life easier, the shorter hair. It's why I got it short. The hands, I am still having a little bit of difficulty. No, it's not difficulty, but it's easier with not having to reach down for long hair, etc. So that was the decision why. And hey, Ros, that spammy commenter has been reported and banned. Thank you. I won't go back in and do that then. Thank you. Because I do tidy it up afterwards as far as the comment stream goes. And thank you, Sarah. With love to everyone else too. Thank you. And to those who are watching on the Body Soul apps, lovely to have each and every one of you from there watching even in the replay. I shall leave it there because I've noticed the time says 29 minutes. I've been on live. So I will. I started these as a 10-minute, quick, short and fast, but it's developed into a lovely family conversation, hasn't it? Great start to the day. So thank you. And yes, that good reminder. Thank you, Sarah. I will be back on tonight with my regular weekly show that is Friday's Intuitive Chat or whatever we're calling it. Fun Friday Follies or whatever, with Leanne Winston, Psychic Medium, and I. We just have a chat, and that is for those who'd like to have those individual card pulls and mini reads. Certainly return 8:30 tonight on my Facebook page, that Ros Boundy, Leanne Winston's, which is at Spiritual Sparks, and the mytimetv.live. You'll certainly see us there. So in the right time, hopefully on time, with all technology working well. Exactly. Thank you for the reminder there, Sarah. And good morning, Stacey. So you're over in the US, UK, or somewhere that side of the world? That side of the world. Where's West? There. So thank you for popping in. You may need to watch the replay because I'm about to finish. So thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Yes. So if you just mark your, there is an event set up for it in mytimetv.live. Facebook page. If you want to go and say interested, I think you'll get a reminder at the 8:30. Sorry, it's 8:30 p.m. Adelaide time on mytimetv.live and my pages. So thank you. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste until then. Bye for now.